Sutra 2. All that is manifested as creation is operating within that Almighty, who is the form of prana. The one who knows this great Almighty becomes immortal.
That Almighty, within that Almighty, he was still now talking about that thumb shape which is within you. Now he is saying that within this Almighty, everything is there. Countless universes are there within this Almighty. And this Almighty operates within you with the help of prana. Even if today, if this is the last sutra, we will understand this in great detail. And remind me that I have to tell you about one course which is coming up very soon. Shambhu Guruji will be taking that course. It is one-on-one on Zoom. Swaroday Yoga. Shambhu Guruji will be taking this course. Like this, we will be having a voting and it will be a one-on-one course on Zoom. What is prana?
Jai Gurudev, it is
Yeah.
energy.
It is energy, very good. Yeah, Kulpreet?
Life force energy, Gurudev.
Life force. Is this prana keeping a plant alive? Prana keeping virus alive? Very good, Bhairavi. Is this prana keeping a mosquito alive? This prana is taking in and getting out God within you and others. So what is the difference between a weed, a blade of grass, a mosquito, a coronavirus, an elephant, you, a spirit, ghost, a demon, a deity, and an enlightened person? What is the difference? You have to message to any of these mentors or directly to Shambhu Guruji to enroll you in the Swaroday Yoga class as a freshener or a repeater, because the offer is open for both. And do this course. I'll give you the aerial view of it. Before few years, plants were non-living things. In the Bible, in the Quran, it is mentioned that fishes are also non-living things. In the Quran, it is also said that all the animals, all the plants, all the rivers, all the women also are created by God for the use of man. And man is the only living thing who deserves to use all of these. Sanatanis were damn clever. They knew, Egyptians knew, Native Americans knew, Chinese knew, Babylons knew, Parthos knew that plants are alive. Because they breathe. Even your bhoot, pret, spirits, ghost, even they are alive. They are not dead because they breathe. What is the difference? You move ahead in life, right? You move ahead in life. If you don't move ahead, you move backwards. But you can't be at the same place. The plants and the trees, there are actually 10 main pranas. 5 are main and 5 are sub-main. In this 10 pranas, the plants only have mastered one, which is breath, which is prana. When they master the second breath, the second type of prana, they become moving living beings and not still. Jad means still. And the word jad, which is for the tree in Hindi, has come from the word jad. There are few plants which can move. Plants are very intelligent. They have all five elements. They have all five senses also because they have five elements. They send a chemical in the jungle saying that, oh, there is someone coming with an axe to kill us. There is a hunter, there is a woodcutter. They keep space for their for their children, for their lineage to grow. They protect their neighbors. If a small tree is cut, the big tree will hug it, hold it, and give all the nourishment to it. Even if there is no root, you will see those pictures on social media. Plants are very, very sensitive and all their senses are working, but they cannot move from their place because they have mastered just one prana, and that is prana. Touch me not is a plant. You touch it and it is shy, it gets closed. It can move. It has mastered the second prana, which is Vyana. Pran, from Pran, second is Vyan, which is responsible for the movements of our joints. Surajmukhi, the sunflower, it keeps facing the sun wherever the sun goes. And if in a sudden day, in a cloudy day, if there is no sun, they face each other and take energy from each other. Who teaches them how to move, where to move? And who teaches them, oh no, son, we will die today. Let us face each other. Who teaches them this? They know all this. They are very intelligent. But they are still plants because they have just mastered one prana. Surajmukhi, which can move. Touch me not, which can move. There are some carnivorous plants. They eat mosquitoes, germs, and frogs if they come inside. You know about those plants, carnivorous plants? These plants which can make movement, they have mastered the second prana, which is the Vyana. Vyana is responsible for movement. These plants, you can say, are on their paths to become either fishes or animals or germs, which are liberated to move around freely. The only plant which can have living fruits is coconut. If you take people to their past life, they cannot see that they were trees or plants. But if they were coconuts, they can see that, yes, I was a coconut. I was from top watching the ocean, watching the river, watching the sea. And one day I fell down. They don't understand that they were coconut because they cannot see themselves and no one knows what they are. Katho Upanishad is to know who you are, right? The second type of life which has mastered two pranas is fishes, because they are known as the plants of water. They grow, they are born in legs, they are eaten in legs, but they are not stuck. They move because they are the beings, they are the plants of the element which is a moving element water. They move. And because they move, they have mastered two pranas, pran and apan. Some fishes, they put water in their mouth and come on the earth. They are on their path to master the third prana and become animals. Animals have mastered three pranas. And when the animal feels the desire to touch the sky, animal becomes bird. The bird has mastered 4 pranas. And 5th prana, if you master, you become a human being. And so Islam, Hinduism, Christianity, many religions say that in your house you must not have a pet animal. You can have it at your office, you can have it at your farm, but not in your house. Because if you are attached, or if you look at that animal again and again, you've become like that animal. And you lose your mastery over some of the pranas, and you are reborn as an animal. If in your mind, while or during your death, if that animal, King Bharat, he was enlightened. From his name came the name Bharat to our country. He was giving arga to Surya. He was enlightened, living naked in the jungle. He left his kingdom and everything to get enlightenment. He got enlightenment. He was giving arga to the Surya. Water was falling, chanting the Gayatri Mantra, Om Bhurbhuva Swaha. And a group of deers came, and a pregnant deer was there, and they were drinking water, and a tigress rode from behind, and they all jumped and they crossed over the river. The deer had done it many a time. She also crossed over, but due to the fear of the roar of the tigress, she died when she reached the next. And the child.
Jai Gurudev, Jai Ma. In these challenging times, don't you want to overcome your health issues and your financial crisis? So here's your chance. With the blessings of Sri Hitesh Guruji, Vidya AES is coming up with the most powerful course of Mahashri Vidya Level 16, Ma Baglamukhi Level 5. In this course, you will be blessed with the Diksha of the Kalpavriksha Brahmastra Mantra. You will even be learning very powerful rituals for receiving 8 Mahasiddhis, protection against your enemies, deadly diseases and negativity. Not only that, you will even be learning rituals to attract instant flow of wealth, fulfillment of worldly desires, removal of blockages from your enemies and much more. So, what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone and call your mentor or dial the numbers that are given below. To avail early bird offer, please enroll now. Hari Om Tat Sat.
So that 4 started, drowning. So out of humanity, Bharat caught him and put him on the land. And first thing you see after your birth, you feel that is your mother. If chickens crack from their eggs and if you put a balloon over there, they will feel that the balloon is their mother. They start following the balloon. So the deer started following him, and Bharat started to take care of that deer. He did not want the wild animals to eat him, so he gathered the stones and created walls and roof for the deer. Now he wanted milk, so he took the langot, the underwear, from the sadhus around him to go to the village and beg for milk for the child. And they said that why you are every day asking for a langot? All the tarpan to the sun, meditation, hansakriya, everything stopped. And then he begged and he brought his own underwear, own langot. Because he would take the langot, wash it and keep it to dry, and the rats and the squirrels would make holes in it. And the other sadhus would say, we are only wearing this one thing, langot, and we also have a hole in that. It is useless. We don't want it. So he went and he begged for some money, some cloth, and he made so many langots for himself. But the squirrels would bite off all the langots. So he tamed a cat to keep off the squirrels and the rats. Then he had to beg for double milk, little for the deer and little for the cat. And so one day he begged for a cow and he brought a cow. And when he was dying, the deer had grown up and it was wanting to jump out of the door. In the olden days, our grandmothers would put that wood on the door so we could not cross over. So that type of stones were kept, and the dear child was trying to jump over. And the last word of Bharat was, don't go out in the jungle or the wild animals will eat. And he died. And in his next life, he lost his enlightenment and became a deer. And then after that, in the next life, he became Bharat again. But he became so stoned. He became enlightened, but he became so insensitive towards everything and everyone, he came to be known as Jad Bharat. Have you heard the word Jad Bharat? Bharat bhai? Sao Jad Bharat chevo chhe. Jad Bharat means insensitive. What is the use of that kind of enlightenment? Which makes you insensitive. So, you have a pet animal. Even if you are enlightened, you are in trouble. I promise you that. Be careful. Then, the sixth prana is the Dhananjaya prana, the prana which is your best friend, which does not leave you even after your death. There are some people who worship their ancestors, their dead ancestors, Kuldev, Kuldevi. There are people who worship demons, demonology. Where are those two? Siddhant and Amisha. They have gone with Jigna. If you do demon worship, you will increase one prana in you. But from one pran to 5 prans, the journey is forward, right? This journey, mastering the 6th pran, is not forward, it is downwards. Because if you worship the demons, the spirits, or your ancestors or your Kuldev, Kuldevi, 100% totally, you will become one of them after your death. You will become a spirit. You will become a demon when you die. And once you become a demon, a Brahma Rakshas, you are stuck there for millions and zillions of years. For a poach, you are stuck over there. Then when you master 7 pranas, you become a deity or a sub-deity. And that is also not a journey ahead, it is a journey above. Till 5 pranas, the journey is ahead. You know, if like in stories, how they explain, in that way I'm explaining you with these examples. But if any one of you understands what I'm saying, you will understand, what I'm saying about journey ahead, journey down, and journey above. You can master the 6th and 7th together. But your life will be like a ping pong ball at that time, that particular period. But it will be working for you for sure. When you are mastering the deities, and if you don't get enlightened, you become the deity. Once you master the 8th prana, enlightenment starts coming to your path. So this is the gradual story of arising in the path of self-realization. To know more about this pranas and your breath and the rhythm of your breath, Swaroda Yoga, you can enroll.